The Majors clan was started by Jasper, or Jap, and Leora Majors. Jap was with the Army Corps of Engineers, and after returning from the war, he worked up and down the Mississippi River. Jap took his family with him to the various assignments, and Leora took care of the children and the home front. They had 3 children, Sally, Anna, and Mike. There was always a very close bond between the 3 children, and after the passing of Leora, they decided to start a Majors family reunion, with the first one in 1991. Here is Jap at the first reunion introducing his 3 children.
Polk. No, you dated. That's right. And she was born November the 28th, 1928. That's right. And then, right on the left is the second daughter, was born 14 months later. She was born January the 21st, 1930. And last, so nearly 11 years later, was my son, Mike Major, born Friday, December the 13th, 1940. And that is it. I want to tell you a little story before you get started. I married January the 14th, 1928. 10 months later, 14 days, I believe it was, my oldest daughter was born. Just 14 months after that, my second daughter was born. My sister, who had never married in Chicago, came to see us. And I remember the first thing she did, she walked in the house and went over to my wife, Leora, and said, I'll tell you one thing, I wouldn't let that old thing in the house again. This is ridiculous. It'll never end, these kids like that. So it scared us, though. It was 11 years before he was born. That's correct. And that's pretty much the start of the trouble we had.
Anna Dooley is the middle child of Jasper and Leora Majors, and at the time of this reunion she was suffering from Alzheimer's disease. Actually, she was on the downhill side of the disease. As a result, she could not attend, and so we decided to dedicate the weekend to Anna by telling stories and memories of her, as well as just having a good time with everybody. So I hope you enjoy it.
Mike. Okay. This is one of the last pieces of wisdom that Mama gave me before her mind kind of went. And she was the last bit of parenting that she did for me to help me. But I was telling her that when I was growing up, I was really insecure because all the girls loved Pat Dooley. He had the dimples and he was always smiling. And he was little, and they were crazy about him.
And he was witty.
He was witty, and they were just crazy about him. And I was always kind of serious, and it distressed me that they thought he was so cute. And but as I've gotten older, I was telling Mama this, that as I've gotten older, I realized, well, you know, there really wasn't that big a difference in our looks. It was more confidence and attitude and that sort of thing. And Mama said, oh, I wouldn't say that.
She was good at boosting a person up, right?
My own mother set me back down to earth.
You got a Dan Anna story?
Yes. Okay. So the Grandma Anna story is that she called me one day and told me that that the police had to take her home. You know, she'd gotten a ticket and she had to, you know, be taken home by the police.
And where are you? Are you in Atlanta?
I'm in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah, we are. And she was in Florida, Pensacola, Florida around that time. And so she said that what she explained was that she was driving and she came to a four-way stop and she, you know, stopped and apparently fell asleep while she was stopped. So the person, there was, when she woke up, there
So
was
she's
some
like
people
at a stop sign or what?
At a four-way stop, yeah.
Okay.
So when she woke up, there were some people at the window, banging on the window, and they thought that she had died. So they were shocked when she startled awake. and they had called an ambulance and I think fire trucks. I mean, they thought that she was dead there in the car. Asleep like that. So then the police had to escorting Grandma Anna home because she probably shouldn't have been driving at that time.
This is true.
So anyway, Aubrey Rose Prescott is her name. This is Jay Prescott, and this is his first majors reunion.
Yeah. Are you gonna do another one?
What's your
He's withholding his answer on that.
He's pleading the fifth if you're ready to do another reunion. Good.
All right, this is Jay. What's your last name, Jay? Hey, Jay. What does that say?
Prescott.
I'm not skilled enough to zero in, so.
Jay Prescott.
Okay, and you're marrying Cass Dooley.
Yes.
When are you guys? Have you guys picked a date? Anytime soon? Sometime. One day. I like it. You guys speak a little. I know you guys speak louder than that though. So.
He's feeling pinned down there.
All right. That's enough panic. We'll leave you alone.
I'm a real videographer. I like to do that with other people.
Yeah. But we love to watch people cringe and all that kind of stuff. All right. Enough said. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, she's a sassy one. She was up all night, so walking around.
How old was Escher?
Escher was 2.5, I believe. No,
So you had to deal with 2 little kids in essence.
Yeah. Well, I took her and Escher to church every Sunday for a while before that happened. I don't know how long I did.
Wow. How long was she? Did she do well in church?
She loved it. One time we were sitting at the playground, I was letting him play, and there were benches like this at the playground, so I was pushing him on the swing, though, and she walked away while I was pushing him on the swing. And then, so I was like, oh no, I lost Grandma Anna. So we ran around looking for her, and she was calm as could be talking to some of the church members.
Oh, get out of here. Is that cool?
So.
And they kind of knew her too, right?
Yeah, they kinda knew her. Yeah. So.
All right. You got any other fun Anna stories?
Well, just that I love her. She used to take us around her backyard and laugh kind of like hee like she was a witch. That was fun.
Oh, that is fun. That's good. So where did the name Escher come from?
MC Escher. A lot of people feel like they don't know it, but they do. He's the one who, he's a lithograph maker, which means he carved wood.
Oh, yeah.
But a lot of people think he drew, so I say draw. Those stairs that go up and upside down.
That's that guy. Everything that's kind of a real.
And the hand that draws the other hand. But he's pretty talented. He does all these tessellation type lithographs and lots of carving. He was a really talented guy. Actually, I had to climb upstairs to give birth to him. So there you go.
There you go. The name.
With me. Now, I realized a couple of weeks before that I couldn't handle it. I knew I was going to go to jail if Mama stayed. Because she had gotten to the point where she said, what she told Aunt Sally when she came to Memphis. Sally said, you shouldn't go for a walk. You're liable to get lost. She said, oh, it's okay. I'll just stand in the middle of the road and scream for help. That was her method. That was one of her fail-safe strategies. Yeah, she said, don't worry, I got it under control. And
So, one of the things I remember about Grandma Anna was we used to stay with her pretty much constantly, daily. And
why was that?
Well, because our parents didn't love us.
Okay.
So, anyway, so she was willing to take on the charge, and we had this whole chart laid out, and we had to do this at this time, and, we had to swim.
Oh, she had you on a schedule.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
You couldn't deviate. We had 10 minutes for TV at the very end of the day. And I always used to hate it when the other Dooley cousins would come because she never made them do anything. In fact, we still had to do our laps before we could play with them, and that was always.
And this would be like Chase and Patrick and.
But mostly Mike's kids.
Oh, okay, Jake and Kate and Cass.
Forever taking care of Patrick and Chase.
So where did Japs? Where were you during this time? Were you were not in Baton Rouge with your family, or were you?
He was.
All right. And where was Jap? Was in Maryland or whatever.
Kind of moved to Maryland shortly after I moved back.
Yeah, so all his kids grew up. Okay, so mainly it was the gang that was there in Baton Rouge. Okay,
Yeah.
you're back on. All right.
And she also played favorites with my sister. You know, my brother and I, we ate bacon, eggs, or not bacon, eggs and grits and bacon bits, dried bacon bits, not even actual bacon, imitation bacon. And that was our meal for every lunch for, what, 6 summers?
Yeah, something like that.
That's a lot of days. And
But
she would and then once she stopped having to take care of us, all she had was Megan. And she would take her to Sicily's Pizza and Shoney's, and she just got to do anything she wanted. She never had to swim laps. In fact, she never even learned how to swim properly.
Yeah.
She's running around in the pool holding her nose. Did you see how long I held my breath?
Yeah.
But, you know, here we are, Olympiads at this point.
Yeah.
Swimming 20 laps.
Well, you realize she was the only girl.
Yeah.
You were cursed as soon as she came along, so.
It's a shame.
Yeah.
But at least that was my other grandma's favorite.
All right, so Mike, I want you to talk about preparations for the pull-up contest, and then you're going to tell me about your 2 boys in just a minute. So you're up, Mike.
Okay, 2 months ago, Mike Majors told me that he could do 20 chin-ups. So for 2 months, I worked on it, and I knew I could do enough to maybe scare him a little bit. But I didn't know that we had some other chin-up people around here. So we had, who was it? Was it Ben or John that did?
I think
Ben did 16. Tom did 17.
And how many did you do?
I was able to tie Tom at 17.
17, impressive.
Did you do any?
I did it. I only did 5.
5.
Which is 5 is impressive.
That was good.
Well, you didn't see me trying it. I would have been 2, so.
Kids who were doing 1 and 2. Abby did 3, and Mike Majors did 20.
Plus 1. 19 plus 1. Yeah. He had a little, what do you call that? Jet stream, a little gassy help. Yeah.
And then for the last week, I peaked. I didn't do any chin-ups. I wanted to peak.
Saving yourself.
Zooming down the field, mighty Mike.
None of this laughing stuff.
All right, here we go.
No pressure, no pressure. You can do it.
Mighty Mike continues.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, all the way up, 19.
That was the streak that was meaningless.
Hey, I hope nobody stood behind.
It's Sally's turn. Sally's gonna beat everybody.
Huh?
Sally's one is gonna beat everybody.
Did you pick up the sound?
There you go.
I do have one thing I want to show you. If you want to bring the camera over
All
here,
right, I'm
I
following.
want to show my my recordings for the chin-up competition.
Okay. All right. Oh yeah. Okay.
So there was some competitions. You see, there are a lot of good numbers here. But look down here. This category, one-handed pull-ups. Jubal is the winner.
Jubal was the one-handed pull-up winner. I'm surprised Uncle Mike's not over here trying to change that somehow. So.
Mike Dooley.
All right, that's it.
So we're gonna play the one.
And let me mention now,
All right, Esther, come on, baby. Come on,
Carol is not in this. What? Only the baby. Okay, so please realize she's not really in it.
Okay.
But baby looks good.
Well, Mother, you got an Aunt Anna story, a fun Aunt Anna story? Like when you girls were young girls?
Yeah, pull it.
No.
Caught me off guard.
Oh!
Is she yanking those earrings out?
She's pulling the earrings out of my ears.
She's got a grip on them.
Well, she's hadn't pulled them out.
Oh, Mother! She pulled it all the
Well,
way
she's
down.
got a grip on this one over here, too. We need to get that baby away from Mama. She's going to hurt Mama.
Take those earrings off and put them in your pocket.
Yeah, take them off.
Mother, your ears
Is she cute?
grown a little bit down here.
at her,
She's
look
got
how
a longer
she's-
lobe
Yeah, look
now.
how cute she is.
Yeah, she rips your ears out.
Yeah, go ahead,
Yeah, that'll
Aubrey.
be cute.
Take your earrings out, Mom. I'm
really
serious.
cute.
This is scary. Get the other one out. She's got the other one, too.
I want to tell stories about when we were young, but I can't.
Yeah, think of one when you were
Well, I
young.
can tell you one that Mama tells about you.
What?
The time that she was in the backyard with some guy, and Mama's underwear were hanging on the clothesline. And the guy said, "Whose are these?" And Mama said, "Sally's."
That sounds like her.
Sally's drawers.
Yeah.
What's up?
Are you the infamous Yidna Klopp?
Sí, señora. Sí.
Oh, gracias. C'est bon d'avoir telecamache. Ah! Oh, you're so funny. Well, continue on. Oh, could I kiss your hand first?
Okay.
I said kiss it. That's gross, right?
It's in Salisbury, Indiana.
And you're happy to be here. You like it?
It's the happiest time of my life, Walter.
I figured that.
It really is.
Yeah, no, I figured that. And actually, Andy's happy.
Yeah.
You know, because in the past when I've talked to him, moving from Tucson was not high on his list.
No, but he's on happy pills right now because he broke his
But
rib.
my understanding is he likes,
Yeah, he likes chainsaws.
Yeah.
And,
He's kind of a back to
tractors
nature guy
and
now.
4x4s now.
He breaks them all, but he likes them.
He's a farmer on the homestead.
You know, when he was telling me the story about he gets everything that breaks, I thought of that show Green Acres. You know, the city boy goes to the country and he's learning real quick how to
I
take.
wouldn't mind being Zsa Zsa Gabor, but I don't
Well, I
think that's-
kind of thought you looked like Zsa Zsa a little bit.
I know.
You got to get the accent down.
But anyway.
You have any things that tickled you about her or memories at all?
Well, yeah. I mean, I think one of the main things, well, there's two things. When I got married, Mammy nonchalantly said, "Oh, well, Anna's going to want to make you a tablecloth." And I thought, wow, that's cool, you know, because I don't know her that well.
Right.
And then I'm picturing like some, you know, really simple, like, I don't know, do-it-yourself kit or something. And then, because I didn't know Anna really well, and
Right.
it was this beautiful, like elaborate tablecloth, like that she crocheted. I guess she does, right?
Yeah, she does all kinds of
It
weird
was
stuff.
amazing. So that was, I mean, it just blew me away.
Wow.
And then, but then the last reunion, another thing that blew me away was seeing Mammy with Aunt Anna together, and they were going through an old songbook and singing the songs, and both of them knew all of it. And I think Aunt Anna was actually like correcting all of us, like if we got anything wrong.
Yeah.
Boy, those were the good old days.
Yeah.
Those were, but I mean, those are my Aunt Anna memories. But you know, I do think the first time I met her, I'm like, who's this Mammy look-alike? You know.
They did look alike, didn't they? The
Oh,
older they got, yeah, they could have been twins.
And their demeanor though was so different. So it was almost like Mammy had like her
Her alter ego.
Yeah, her alter ego that like
Anti-Mammy.
Anti-Mammy. Right.
What? No.
No.
Then how can I do this?
It's magic. It's gross, isn't it? It's gross.
Totally. And then, see, how can I do that if I'm not happy?
Oh, Elliot. Is that you, Elliot?
Yes.
Well, how old are you, Elliot? So, are you a superhero?
No.
What are you then?
A kid.
Nuh-uh, you're not a kid. No, really, what are you? No, I'm asking you a question. What are you?
What is the animal I am?
Yeah.
Dragon.
A dragon. You're a dragon.
Let's see, this is your first full day here, right? Because you had to work.
That's correct. There's probably been a cumulative day between the two.
Yep.
First full day.
So how did your lovely bride hold up You guys did a great job organizing all this. Was it tough on you with her getting all worked up over it, or?
No, she did most of it. So I didn't really have to do anything except show up when she tells me to.
Good. That's the way it works, huh?
Yeah, we've been married over a decade now.
So you got it figured out, kind of a thing.
Tells me what to do.
Yeah. You're a wise man. I can see.
Wise is a word for it, I guess. The food's been great too. I'm definitely gaining weight while I'm out here.
Well, and I kind of threw caution to the wind. I figured I can go on a diet when I go home. So.
Right, that's how it always works, isn't it?
Did you get some crawfish? Were you here for that?
Oh yeah.
Doing house work for or doing yard work for. They called her. What's she calling?
Like the very first.
No, but I'm sure it wasn't nice. No, it wasn't nice, and I'll say it. You don't have to say it. Crack addict. That was it. Yeah. She said, I don't know why I give him work because he doesn't do any good. He's just a lazy old crack addict. But I do. I hire him out.
Here is Coach. This is Coach.
Has-been coach.
And
It's better to be a has-been than a never was, though, right?
Well, that's right. I never was. Never was, never will be, and won't be. But this is Coach, and you were the coach at Northwestern University of Higher Standards, and he was a basketball coach, and he could.
I'm not sure about the higher standards part, but yeah.
But no, you were higher standards.
So I am living in DC working for Peace Corps headquarters after serving in Peace Corps.
Yeah.
And my job, it's quite unique. I am interviewing and assessing and placing applicants for the country that I served in.
Cool.
So I am the authority. I get to make their dreams come true or crush them. No, we're just trying to find the best of the best. And speaking of which, I think Mike and Carol are talking about trying to serve, so I might send them over there. But he wants to serve in Paris. And the problem is we don't serve
That's not Senegal.
Paris, France, no.
But they do speak French in Senegal,
They
right?
do, yes, they do. Yeah.
So you could tell them that it's France. They'll never know.
They'll never know. Welcome to Paris!
Yeah,
It's like Dakar.
Everyone's really tanned here.
Yeah.
Am I live? Is this Memorex? All right.
Yeah.
This is what, 2017. Wonderful time with the family, all the little ones. Little Aubrey down there getting fed by Uncle Pat. He's a natural at this. All right, tell about Aunt Anna in Memphis. Tom, you're on. This is an Aunt Anna story.
I think it was one of the first times she got loose, don't you think?
Yeah.
So Pat's bringing Aunt Anna to Memphis occasionally to visit with Sally. This is probably 2 years ago.
I guess. I don't know.
And Aunt Anna it gets on that walker and she can move. She can go anywhere she wants to go. And we're trying to keep her in the house, but Sally will turn her back and Anna will be out of the house. She's off taking a walk and we can't find her. And so she's gone one time. We're looking up and down the street. We don't see her up and down the street anywhere. So we get in the car to go looking for her. And I take a turn, go down Sequoia and turn down Wallace. And I see a lady moving slow down the sidewalk several blocks away. I mean, she's covered some distance. And I pull up beside her and I say, hey, can I give you a ride? She doesn't know who I am. She doesn't have any clue who I am, but she likes me. She likes having a younger man stop and offer her a ride. And she just says, oh, well, you're cute. Who are you? I said, well, I'm Tom. I'm married to Abby. I said that to her a lot in those days. I had to remind her a lot. But I got to tell you, it was easy to get her in that car.
When that cute young man pulled up, huh?
Right, that made me feel so fine about myself. I was hot stuff to an 80-plus-year-old lady at that day. But she became famous in the neighborhood. When she would get out of the house, and we'd have to kind of get the word around the neighborhood. All right, Anna's loose again. Got to go find Anna.
Now she was there a total of 2 weeks, maybe.
Probably so, but that was one of many.
But off and on, she came many times off and on. Do you have an Aunt Anna story at all?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
There was one time. Well, I have a few stories.
That's good.
For a couple months, when we moved back from Virginia, we lived with Mammy for 2 months, and Aunt Anna was living with Mammy at the same time. One time we were at the dinner table, and it was the four of us eating together, me, Julianne, Mammy, and Anna, and they were all talking, and Anna liked to cut up a little bit, so I had a penny, I think it was, that I shot at her in the middle of dinner, and she laughed and giggled, and then she looked around and she threw it back at me, and we threw it back at each other a few times, so it was kind of a special moment.
This is Ben. Tell me what you're doing, Ben, these days.
Drinking water.
In real life.
In real life, I'm working at Memphis Light Gas and Water.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm just kicking butt and taking names for the most part.
There you go. All right. Liking life. No girlfriends at this point?
Not right now. No.
Yep. All right. That's good for you.
Yeah, I let you fight that fight. It was okay.
No, you're going to.
There it is.
Look,
I just said
Yeah.
So what do you lovebirds have to say?
We are just twiddly-dee and twiddly-dum.
I know who Twiddly-Dum is. Oh yeah, you're Mr. Intelligent.
I'm an intelligent man.
Intelligent man.
And I must be stupid for finding him, I'm not sure.
This is right. Alright, so where do you guys live?
We live wherever we can, in Reno, Nevada. And then we're casino type people.
Oh, we are not. We are not.
I don't tell her, I kind of see.
See, you learn some at all these reunions.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah.
We just love living. That's, at this point in our life, that's what's important.
Every day above ground's a good day, right?
It's a good day. Every day horizontal is a good day.
That's right.
Oh, I don't know if anyone told this story though. We also have the story of when she came out to Sacramento to visit my dad. I don't know what it was for, but it was her coming to visit for, I don't know why, but anyways, we were driving around and there was a restaurant on the water that we were driving by, and it was called the Rusty Duck. And just we laughed so hard because she thought it was the Rusty Dick.
So did you take anything on your phone?
For that, here comes Big Bad Bob. Here we go. I like the pose. I like the pose. That's good. He's getting jacked up to go swimming.
What's up there, Walter?
Your boys are calling you.
I know. I've been waiting for. I've been like, I gotta get out there. Or they're gonna come get me.
Yeah.
Like right here. I pulled cool off.
They've been dunking each other. I figure they're doing their water polo practicing when they do that. So anyway. Yeah.
They got a polo game at 7 o'clock tomorrow.
Yeah, big game.
They
big
are
game. Big
good
game.
Big tournament.
Big tournament.
Swimmers.
Yeah. All right.
And
Somebody's gonna get hurt, and Drew doesn't feel good.
I already am. Oh yeah, Drew doesn't feel good. That's exactly. Drew doesn't want to hold the dinner.
All right, boys. Let me do my interview with you.
Okay.
All right, turn around, Drew. Lay on the bed. Let me ask you some questions.
Why?
Tell me a Winston story.
When he
And first tell, because we might not watch this till a long time in the future. Who is Winston?
Oh, Winston is our dog. Yeah, he's like a small fat dog. He's like that. He's the puggle. Yeah, he's a pug beagle mix. And are you thinking we're not gonna see this until Winston dies?
Something to blow yourself from.
Down by the creek bank, throw the rock and watch it go. Friend came down with something to show me, I just had to know. Tried it then for the very first time, talked away the afternoon. Funny how the world seems to change in the afternoon. Rich man lives at the top of the hill, he flies his jet plane to L.A. Poor man down in his bed at night, dreaming of a Chevrolet. Well, I know a gal, she walks around, I see her every day, yeah. See her.
I missed it all, so tell the story.
So yeah, so we had a problem with these huge rats. I think they're called Nashuas or something like that, but they're huge rats. And one of them, I saw it, and it had gone into a metal pipe. So I ran over and put a rock in front of it, but then I had to leave because the bus was going, and we were going to an event that day. And so I just ran off. When I came back later in the day,
I was like, oh yeah, I better go do something about the rat in there. And so I got back to it, moved the rock a little bit, kind of looked in, moved a little more, couldn't see anything. Moved a little more, you know, stuck a stick in there, nothing. Bang on the pipe, nothing. Took the rock all the way off. It was in there. It cooked itself in the hot African sun there.
He was gone, huh?
That's a horrible death. I did not mean to do that, but it's kind of how it worked out.
A whole group of kids.
Well, now wait a minute. The line that I was getting was that there were some people there that asked.
Oh, right. Okay.
They wanted to eat it after it got cooked, huh?
What are you going to do with it?
The guard came over and he said, my neighbors would like that. Oh, your neighbors, huh? Okay. Yeah, here you go.
It was pre-cooked.
I mean, these country in Louisiana, they used to say that every zoo has animals in cages, and there's a plaque outside the cage that tells you the habitat of the animal and what it eats and that sort of thing. But in Louisiana, they have a plaque outside the cage that tells you how to cook it. And I'm telling you, they all eat everything. It's disgusting what those people will eat.
Hey, Walter, get a picture.
They don't eat cats.
Behind you.
We went out in the country to hunt one time, and we killed a coon. And they said, you know, we can sell those coons to the locals, but don't cut his feet off. And I said, why not? And they said, because if you cut his feet off, it could be a cat, and they won't buy it.
I got you.
I never knew they were that close.
You got to prove it now.
So the other day, we've got this sandbox in our house, and Ellie goes, hey, grandfather, I found a fur ball in our sandbox. Ooh. And I go, really? Let's see what that is. It got bigger and bigger, and it was a raccoon.
Oh,
So I start trying to get a stick and get rid of it. Our dog comes up, starts putting the sand back on top of it as fast as
So thankfully it was dead. What? Hey.
Hey, Carol, do you need somebody to hold the words for you? No. Oh, you got it. Okay, Drew. So we're going to play Dooley. We
can sing it for a long time.
1, 2, 3.
Help us. not gonna do it.
Okay, now.
Let's go one. One right. One left. One right. One left. One right. We're on the same page. Yeah. One right. Can we drop the one? One left. Right.
I remember pretending I could fly. I was young, but I still can't feel it now. Flying away like a child in the night. Can't you see yourself climbing up the sky? I know you've been flying all your life. Flying away like a child in the night.
There, now it's recording.
Oh, I'll be damned. That's pretty good. Here, say something.
Welcome to the Majors Family Reunion night, 2017.
1995. All right, let's see how that did.